I'm glad to see they do the same thing with you.
I didn't even know you were standing right there.
Here, I'll put it up.
Huh?
I'll put it up. Or you can throw it, whatever you want to do.
Funny, you scared me. Oh my
Thank you.
goodness.
Are you on your Bible study?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just come in there and check on Frosty.
Well, technically I can't really hear them, so, you know, it doesn't really matter.
Well, I'll come in there in a minute. Morning, everybody. Chad and Ray. Well, she disappeared. Chad and Ray, Doss Farms. All right, let's go see. Let's check on Frosty real quick. But wait until you see Blue. June's baby's out here this morning. And let me tell you the difference between a Longhorn and a Highland. This little baby at little over 48 hours old is out here doing wind sprints in 19-degree weather. He's up there. I don't know. That's Beans in June. Oh, he's nursing. He's nursing.
Bye, guys. All right.
Did you hang up on him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, this is like the last 10 minutes, and she just praised us out, and they had one more Bible verse to do, but I can read that later.
Sounds good. Look at that hole.
I know.
What in the world?
You know what's even funnier? They actually somehow get the straw on top of them too.
Yeah, how do pigs do that? Because like we come out here at night. Actually, I'll look on the camera.
They bury themselves.
We'll watch it on camera.
It's really cute when Izzy does it, because Izzy's short little legs, like she scratches in the hay. I'm out here in the evenings, like hanging out with him all the time, and they're like making their bed, and then I just basically tuck everyone in at night because they like bury themselves underneath the hay, and it's so funny.
Straw.
The straw, yeah.
You have to say straw, or people will complain that hay gets wet.
Oh yeah.
I learned that the hard way too.
It's really funny though. I'll have to record it for you guys.
Yeah, we're talking about that hole right there. Look at this, big enough. I could lay down in that. That's huge.
Look at his solid too right there.
Oh, we made a poopy.
He went potty.
We went poopy. Let me tell you something now. I'm gonna get that.
Awesome though.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that poop out of here. That's ripe.
Yeah, it is.
That's fresh. I think he just did that when you were feeding the pigs.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, check that out. Ready? Yeet. Izzy P. Izzy P. Dizzy D. Uh-oh. Izzy thought I had food. It's not food, Izzy. It's poopy. What's the temperature this morning? Woo, she's a little colder.
It doesn't feel cold.
It's 22. But you know what's funny? I'm going to have to go film it or people are going to get mad at me. You know who's out there doing wind sprints? Like
What?
It's the middle of summer. Who do you think? Who's built for this?
Is that baby out there just
Blue
running?
out there doing somersaults,
Oh
man.
my gosh, I bet. You just missed me hoisting him up out of this. I should have waited and let you record that.
Nom nom. Nom nom. He's not camera shy like his mama. His mama would literally go hungry if you got this close.
That's totally true.
Can you, not that you can't handle the shot, like you haven't done it, but you good if I go
Yeah.
keep moving? You come see us here in a bit?
Yep.
Or you want me to stick around?
I got to do my frosty duties,
Frosty duties.
and then I'll come see you.
Well, everybody's saying your praises. Praises I already am aware of, but
Thank you, thank you.
everybody's very aware.
What you don't see on video is the hours and hours that we run out here. Well, I say hours, but several times a day.
Several times a day, he comes and stretches those ligaments and runs around and acts a fool.
We play like crazy.
Yep.
So,
All right, we'll see you in a minute.
yeah.
Sorry for the noise, but I wanted to show you guys something. These are possum tracks because you can see how close together they are because they get to short whittle wigs, very short whittle wigs. But I was telling a few people that I was going to put a riser on our meter box back there by the cows, and somebody was like, why would you do that? Just bury it deeper. Well, when we moved here, they were having issues with this freezing up. So part of this landscaping we did, there's a double riser in here. I'll see if I can get this off in the snow. All right, ready? Look at there. So I took it down. I mean, I shouldn't say took it down. I brought it up another 6-8 inches. And then we put in base rock. There's almost a foot of base rock underneath this. I raised the level of the dirt because this was like 4.5 feet out of the ground, way too high for our frost level. So this is what I'm gonna do back there as well. And now it's not freezing. There's no insulation in there because they used to have insulation inside the first meter box. But we raised it up almost, I think that's an 8-inch riser. And we have no issues. So it allowed me to just bury the bottom of that hydrant is probably almost a foot more underground. So anyway, yeah, if you were curious, that's what I did. Woo, we just drove about 400 feet. So this is the one I'm gonna add a riser to. That is a shutoff for this hydrant, a future hydrant right there, which we've already trenched, a future hydrant right there. And I will probably add another ball valve over there before that hydrant. That way if I ever need to shut it off at the house, the spigot I just showed you is the only one we have on the exterior of the house. It's kind of silly, but the people that owned this house before us didn't have livestock, didn't garden, so there was no point. They only use that hydrant for the pool. But the reason that hydrant's important, that it doesn't freeze, is because if it freezes there, it doesn't go in our house. It is filtered. That's why we don't use it for the animals. I say that. The dogs get filtered water because, they bougie. I know dogs would enjoy the mineral water better. I know. Well, it's not going to happen, okay? The dog's drinking filtered water. If you're in the city, definitely don't tell me or my dogs need non-filtered water. What was I going to say before I started complaining? We have been overly pleased with these frost-free hydrants. I'm very, very grateful we got this done. And yeah, there's grass in it, but it's because they literally come up and backwash. It's awesome. You can watch them. Oh, look. Look at the little baby getting a bath. So by cleaning him, Mom is actually keeping him dry. He may have bodily function on himself, if that makes sense. Might be pee, might be poo, but Mom knows that it will freeze, so she cleans it up. We have decided to officially, for obvious reasons, name him Blue, okay? He's got blue eyes. I guess Angus and Seminole cattle have a blue eye trait, and June is not 100% Highland, so that's where that could come from. It doesn't come from Maximus, because Maximus is registered, he's 100% Longhorn. But June clearly was probably bred, or her mom, I should say, was likely bred to a Angus or Seminole. I think it's Seminole. Some people write sentimental. I can't figure out if it's a typo or what, but there's a type of breed of cow that comes and starts with an S, and June clearly has that in her gene pool. But I do believe, even though it's a rare trait, Highlands also carry that trait. So since June isn't registered, who knows where it comes from. Either way, it made for a really pretty bull calf. Whew, that water's cold now. It's not as cold as this water. Technically, that's not water. These are their water bowls and their feed bowls for now. I'll tell you why here in a second. So I've started to learn a little bit about electricity from you guys, but that's not bad. It's going to be 45 degrees today, so I'm not going to waste my time thawing that. But I ran an extension cord to this de-icer from the Wellhouse, but it's only a 25 amp breaker. So between the filter, the softener, what else is in there? A camera, which that doesn't pull much. It does not have enough juice running an extension cord to their de-icer to melt the ice. I definitely don't want to pull away from the softener and the filter. Those have to stay running. What we're going to do is come off of our utility pole. There's already a 50 amp service because the people that built this house, they put a 50 amp service in because they lived in an RV before they moved into the house. The problem is they also ran too much wattage to the Wellhouse, and it's not a true outdoor plug hanging on the bottom of that utility pole. So that 50 amp service, only one outlet works. Otherwise, I would run an extension cord straight to the de-icer. So what we've been doing is just filling up bowls for these guys, which isn't hurting them at all. Ultimately though, we are going to trench. I won't need the trencher to do it because water has to be 2 feet below. Electric inside conduit doesn't have to be that deep, like at all, okay? But we are gonna put a 50 amp service in the barn and run it to the Wellhouse. So that's a future project. Not worried about doing it right now. I mean, even in the barn, solar lights would work just fine, and I'll probably still go that route so we don't pull from the filter, the softener, and the water heater. But you got to remember, as short as our winters are here, we really only need it like, let's say winter's 4 months long. We're only below freezing for like 10 days tops. Now we do have a big Arctic blast coming. I think the whole country does this next week. And we're supposed to be, did you hear what they're calling this next Arctic blast?
What?
It's 100 hours below zero. Below freezing.
Oh, I did see that.
Below freezing.
Yeah, I did see that.
So they're calling 100 hours.
It's May.
I smell frosty. You know what I'm saying? Woo.
He pooped on my leg when I was giving him his shot. He really did.
Oh man.
Like all over it.
So anyway, that is right. Whew. But yeah, we've got 100 hours coming below freezing. Make it 4 or 5. Hey, there's my rake. We got to be able to make it 4 or 5 days. I went to get a broom to clean the snow off the back deck, and I had this missing hole on my wall because it's like the only thing organized is my tool wall. And I was like, who has my rake? Nobody picks up. I got 3 boys, none of them pick up tools. But it was me. Look at that view. Right behind the towel. Whoop.
Yeah, put it in drive.
Put it in gear. Not technically drive. There's a high and a low. You could also put it in reverse. Did you know that excel means a change in speed? It doesn't mean faster. Everybody thinks accelerator means go faster, but it's actually just a change in speed. It drives me nuts. People are like, accelerator! Nope. Actually, I've never heard anybody yell that, but... Look at the baby grasses!
Oh my gosh, there is.
There's grass growing. Allie and Blue and June are BFFs.
Oh my gosh, look at him.
Do you want out here? I gotta go turn the water off.
She's not hiding him anymore.
I let this water run over. Hang on. If I don't turn it off, there'll be a skating rink on that side of that water. And cows don't do so well on slippery surfaces. Now I always run it over a little bit because I want the grass to drain out. Now we're filling up this one. So at the old farm, we didn't live out there for 18 months of owning it. No, less than that, about 14 months of owning it. It was very, very important that we had frost-free hydrants early on. Now we also had a pond. That made a huge difference because like even in 10-degree weather, some parts of that pond stayed thawed all the time. It just couldn't quite freeze all the way across. Plus, in a couple areas, it was like 16 feet deep. Look at the little baby.
It's supposed to be 41 today, 49 tomorrow, and 53 on Friday.
Golly. 53 degrees, Phineas.
It's warm.
What's up? Beans. Hey, you're gonna go live with someone named Frosty. And I gotta be honest, I'm more fond of him than you.
Aww.
I said what I said. But he's a lot of fun. But we're gonna get him past his antibiotics first.
Yeah.
Make sure he's well so Benjamin doesn't get sick. We're gonna leave Mom alone. I also noticed since you said you'd rather not try running her through and forcing it.
I don't want to try it anymore. I'm okay with what we're doing.
We also found out from our neighbor though, G-Dub has gone almost a month and a half bottle feeding and then put a baby back on its mom. A month and a half. But they had to run her through the chute and basically make her feed him every single day. And then she finally was just like, he said he felt like it was more of a forfeit on her part than an actual desire to baby bottle or feed the baby. Somebody who knows cattle emailed me because they were interested in him, interested in Frosty or Blue or any of them. There's several people that email us and just let us know, hey, you can reach out anytime. I would gladly take your animals. But somebody said that she is so shy. That could have been part of it. She didn't have a chance to figure out what she was supposed to do because she was so timid. Whereas Bunny, even though she's, look at this. This is how big Finn is. People don't realize. I was telling them when June was pushing Finn around, or trying to, and she couldn't. Finn is massive.
He is huge.
He is every bit of 1,000 pounds.
He's a teddy bear, though.
Which is a big longhorn steer. He was born in July. I know that tag says 9/22, but he was born in July. I looked it up. So he's over 2.5 years old. And he's a big boy.
He is a big boy.
Real big. But he's our pet. He's why when we have Frosties, we're like, well, what do we do with this one? Because we adore Finn. Now,
and he's so pretty. Look at his eyes.
Yep, he's very pretty.
He's my favorite.
And he got out yesterday, and I was just like, Phineas Furbius. Just walked him right back in.
Finn and Bunny both, yeah. They're so real easy to deal with. Can you give me kisses?
All right.
It's kind of gross.
Let's get in there and feed him, and we'll hang out with the baby a little bit. Woo! There. Blue! What's up, buddy? Oh my goodness, he ran right to me. What's doing, Bubba? Looks like his tail got dipped in paint.
Oh my goodness.
Better grab him. Yep.
Whoa, you're strong. Frosty don't even do this.
You got to learn to put a foot behind him.
Yeah, strong.
Well, you want me to get him so you can readjust?
He's a big, strong boy. Oh.
Remember how I was warning you? You got to watch your face.
Yeah.
If he threw his head back, he'd probably almost knock me out.
Yep.
I've been hit once or twice, so I'd probably get through a couple of them. But
he is way bigger and stronger than Frosty.
Now he can't jump.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Oh, that is the cutest thing ever.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah. Get the camera, buddy.
Look at the little baby. His head's twice the size of yours.
He's huge.
People don't realize how big he is.
I can carry Frosty around everywhere, no problem. And there's no way I could do that with him.
Frosty'd fit in your purse.
There's no way.
He's also pooping, so have fun with that.
He is right now?
Well, just keep your hand where it is. Don't move it.
He's bulky.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Stocky. He's huge.
Well, I need to look it up. Whatever that S word is, Seminole or Angus has that blue eye color. So if June had an Angus bull in her past, it'd be her mom's past, not hers.
Yeah.
If June had an Angus bull or I don't know. I need to look it up because I've seen it called sentimental and I've seen it called Seminole.
I've seen Seminole more.
Well, but I don't know if it may be an autocorrect.
Are you trying to lay down? Because you're
Let go.
getting pretty heavy.
Get your left hand out of there quick. You're going to grab a handful of poo.
He did, just lay down in my arms because he started to feel really extra heavy.
He just gave up. What's up, buddy? Hi, young man. Hi.
Did you see him, how he was laying underneath June's chin? Oh
Mm-hmm.
my gosh.
Oh, yeah, these are the rest of the cows. Nobody cares. Whoa, 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 whoa.
He was coming down with Aunt Glory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what's funny is Beans and Allie hang around Glory all the time. And Beans and Allie hang around June all the time.
Yeah.
And they're they're not the two oldest cows. Tipsy and Fiona are, and Glory.
Yeah.
But June is a boss and Glory is the oldest.
June's one of the youngest.
And they
too.
babysit for each other all the time. Yeah. June will be 4 years old. Yeah. You scared the heck out of me, dude. Little lady. I just called you your brother's name. But...
Yeah, I was going to say. Speaking of, we need to show him eating with the cows.
All right, let's check on everybody. Give you a rundown on what we're going to do. Phineas here is what you call a Gomer bull. He's a steer, but he's a Gomer bull. And he can detect who is in heat. So what we need to do before Maximus gets to June, which he shouldn't while she's nursing, she certainly won't have a heat cycle for at least a month. Might be 2 weeks. Let me know down below if you know for sure. I don't mind if he breeds Sunny, but we are going to sell Sunny. But yeah, I'd rather sell her as exposed or bred. Glory stays. She's already pregnant, I guarantee it, with another Maximus or a Maximus. Stay there. Go on. We don't dislike Sunny. I don't like how timid she is. Not my kind of cow. I know she'll get bigger. But the opposite of her and Bunny are the same age, and they're just complete opposites. Bunny doesn't get pushed around. You can approach her. You can hang out with her. You can't touch Sunny. She's just not interested. June obviously stays. I want to get her either a Highland bull. I want to get June either a Highland bull or have her AI'd. I even considered, and if we do this, I'll make, hey babe, get up and get out of there. She's all right, but you don't test it. It's okay. Hi, Mom. Hi. Look how light her eyes are.
Yeah.
Yep.
This poop looks like Frosty's.
That's Frank. That was Frank calling to his mom. The big old 800-pound, 2.5-year-old baby. Look at that brindle nose. So our plan, in case you missed last night's video, we're going to make him a steer because I don't need his bull genes. Clearly, Mom carries that blue eye trait because he didn't get it from Maximus. We're going to make him a steer. Hang on, checking that poo color, making sure it's orange. A little blood in it too. But I'm gonna make sure, I'm gonna make him a steer. And because we only have one Gomer bull in Finn, we can use him as a Gomer. And what that means is when the cows come into heat, the quicker a bull gets to a heifer in heat or a cow in heat, the more likelihood you're gonna have a boy. That's what I've read. I don't know if it's a wives' tale like the moon cycles, but keeping Maximus with him all the time, clearly he's a very active bull. As soon as they go into heat, he's down, okay? You might be wondering where he's at. He's up there cleaning up all the cubes we dumped out early so we can get through the fence. Sunny will be sold. Belle will be sold. What we're gonna do with Maximus, I mentioned last night, if Belle throws a boy, Maximus will be hiding horns and beef. You might be thinking, well, careful eating that bull's beef, man. It's gonna taste a little different than a steer. But Longhorn don't actually have the greatest steaks, to be honest. There's Maximus up there. When we process a Longhorn steer again, it'll all be ground beef and brisket. There'll be a few cuts we choose, but I don't want steaks. Too lean. Those are my thoughts. But yeah, Phineas here. Not much will take the place of old Phineas. He will always be here. Look at this little guy. He's getting some size to him finally. Lucy's a little more careful. Lily's like, I know where the snacks are. Oh. But don't. You want a group hug? It's under the neck. There's something about when they fight, they get attacked from the bottom of the neck.
Yeah.
So to be able to hug one, they really trust you. Right? Come on. So Belle here should be next with a baby, and then Nellie, who's up top with Maximus, would be after that, and then Fiona, right? And then shouldn't be Tipsy. It'd be Bunny and then Tipsy. So Belle, Nellie, Fiona, Bunny, Tipsy, Glory, and then it starts over again. Wait, he's gonna nurse. Hi, it's okay. You're pretty too. Get some milk, little guy. We want to see it. Where's Belle? She went up top. Okay. We're safe.
Yeah, she did.
I think he's going to fall asleep standing up. Oh yeah, he's in the sunshine. Eyes are closed. Nope, Beans woke him up. So we got a little blood in our stool, which means we could have, it's scours, but it's a lack of colostrum, correct?
Or poor colostrum quality.
Or poor colostrum.
We'll get that,
We've got a colostrum booster,
yeah, we'll get that Duramate colostrum booster.
which we've already got.
Yes. We'll just come down here and give it to him. I don't think it'll hurt. He's solid.
He's very solid.
Frosty, I mean, oh my gosh, he weighs.
Which is why Frosty doesn't need to be a bull.
That's true. He looks so tiny, but man, he's heavy. And
Yeah, he's a
Frosty's
big old
not.
boy.
Frosty's not heavy at all.
June's gonna make Glory move here in a minute. Watch. Told you. Back up this way though. So it's kind of funny. When they move, whoever got moved will look to move us. You know, not in a mean way, but it's almost like whoever gets bumped, they turn around and they're like, hey, now it's your turn. It's a poking order. Fiona's still one of my favorites. It's crazy that she looks like Allie's mom.
I know, it's so funny.
We've got enough land though, guys, that it's crossed our minds too this summer. We could run a fence right through here and have 2 10-acre pastures. So that would give us a degree of separation between what we would call like the bullpen where Maximus is and everybody else. So like if you're bred, you can be in this pasture because Maximus would be up against a bred cows and he's not going to come through the fence. Or if we need everybody down here like we do during the winter, we just open the gate and they have both sides. That's why I ran the water to the corner up here. You know what I'm talking about? People are like, why didn't you just go across your backyard? Well, because now we can dig in where the water's in the corner and come right down this fence if we ever do that. Because the cross, if we were to split this into 2 10-acre halves, it's at the top of the hill where we feed them. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah,
So.
makes sense.
I do that sometimes.
What makes sense?
Uh-huh. All right, I'm going to back up a little bit. This is the difference in Sunny and Bunny. Bunny, just a good little cow. Just a good little cow. Yeah. Real good. Real good cow. She's also got great conformation. She's bigger. What?
Sorry. I came across this picture this morning.
Oh my goodness.
That's Bunny.
That's Bunny. You're such a good cow. You know what I really want too? I really want to get, I love and respect Lone Rock. They've treated us so well. They take care of us. They let us ask random rookie questions.
Yeah.
They don't make fun of us too bad. Mainly because I help them with IT stuff. So it's like, hey, I know my thing, you know your thing. But I would want to, I'm ready to swap their tags out. The ones that we know are staying.
Oh, yeah.
Glory, Bunny, June. Heck, June's wearing that tag from...
Oh gosh, she's not even Lone
No.
Rock. She didn't even
Nope.
come from Lone Rock. So cute.
Now listen, guys. Can you now understand why we couldn't use a drone to find him? Look at that.
He blends in.
He's basically dirt and snow. They didn't stand a chance. Now the calf coats will be here today, right? Which we won't need them probably the next couple days.
Arriving by 10 p.m., so it'll be this evening.
Oh,
so you
goodness.
won't see it in this video. I'm later today.
They'll be here later today.
And then the babies will have coats on tomorrow's video.
And the coat is blue, so
Bright blue, yeah.
it's fitting. He'll be easier to find. One other thing about the coats. What's his name? Frosty needs a coat because he's shivering even in the barn.
Not anymore, but we've got colder temperatures coming.
Correct.
And he has got enough strength and energy to actually not want to go back in the barn immediately. Before, when I'd get him out, he kind of just walk right back in. He's like, no, I want no part of it.
But he's
now,
out. He's out right now.
Yeah, he's out now. He doesn't want to go back in the barn. Yesterday, I had to pick him up and carry him all the way back in just to put him in bed.
Which is why I'm ready to stick beans in there with him. But
little stinker. Got so much strength and energy back.
and I think we'll put beans in there with him by tomorrow before the cold spell on Friday. Well, Saturday.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
So we'll put him in there, and then he and Beans, because Beans will actually help him not wean off the bottle. He's got a little while on the bottle. But Beans will show him, hey man, you can eat hay. Hey dude, you can eat cubes. And we can put some creep feed in there, even for Beans. It's not going to hurt him. So we'll take care of him. We'll get him a little trough the pigs can't reach. That way they don't have to compete. And I'm going to try and figure out a way. Send me some options. I need to make a way for Beans and Frosty to get through, like to one side of that barn that the pigs can't get through. Now the pigs are way bigger than Beans and Frosty, way bigger. So I think just an actual creep feeder will work. But, oh, look, there he is. We'll get it sorted. Sometimes when I'm talking a lot and we're in the premieres, I know people are like, dude, I appreciate what you're saying, but point the camera at the animals. He is a tank.
Yeah, he is.
I'm convinced it's not actually the neighbor's bull. I think June is a tank of a Highland for a female.
True. Yeah.
And if she's got Angus or Seminole, we're just going to call it Seminole till I look it up. If she's got Angus or Seminole in her past, that's why.
Yeah. No.
Because she got some stocky old legs. I mean, I ain't trying to call a ginger out, but I'd be real careful right there with Glory. Honey. The problem is, I'm telling other people, Ray knows this. The problem with Glory is, it's not that she's upset, but she can reach you further away than you are tall. Bean's about to find out.
He doesn't look small on camera. Like, I look at my phone and I'm just like, man, I wish you could see how actually tiny he is.
He's almost not even red.
He's so small.
He's brown.
He's so cute.
But it's not a milk or colostrum deficiency. It could be the quality of the colostrum because of the temperature and things like that. But we also know June's an amazing mom. Frank is huge. So we're just going to give him the booster just to help him. You ready to go see your boyfriend? Let's get through this cold spell and then we'll do it. I don't think she hangs out with deer.
Or do you make them all leave?
She makes them all leave.
Do you make them all leave?
If we go look at the deer tracks back there by that salt lick, there's lily tracks right beside it. I think they get, and they're as fresh. So like when the deer tracks get rounded off, Lily's tracks are a little bit more fresh. So she's right behind them. So here after a bit, she'll put little buddy in the woods and we'll come back and give him a booster. That's why Tipsy has her name. Ready? Good morning. That's it. When it snowed, by the way, they were all under this tree. Every single one of them.
Really?
All of them.
Hey, you keep saying you don't want to lean to down here, but I think it's the perfect spot because this is where they come.
Well,
And
I'm not saying down here. I think it needs to be right there.
Yeah, I'm pretty positive she had him right there when I found him.
Oh, for sure. No, I think it needs to be over there. Plus, if we divide these two pastures, we want it over there on the fence line.
Yeah.
Because then we can put water and electric to it.
That's true.
So. Watch him go up the hill. Put it in 4x4, dude. Oh, get it. Get it. Oh, it's nap time. Nap time.
Bye, baby.
Okay, hang on. We are back here where we found Blue yesterday. and I wanted to show you guys something. This is a south-facing hill. So this is north, but it's a south-facing hill. The sun is here, it starts in the east, goes over our property. Some people were asking us why we don't use that 8-acre pasture up there. It's because the whole thing faces the north. Like the entire pasture faces this way. So there is still snow in that entire pasture. So anyway, that's why we do that. All right. Oh, you want me to leave it running? All right, so I got a couple things I want to try. All this stuff is like crazy on sale right now because today's the final day for bow season for deer. I know they like this. So I'm torn because sometimes new smells throw them off. I know they'll eat this, so I'm gonna pour some of it out. I'm gonna pour some of this out. I got nothing else to do with it, so. Actually, you know what? I'm only gonna do this one. Thanks for helping me make that decision. Because if I only do this one and they show up, I know this stuff works because they ate all the other stuff. So, we know the other stuff works because they ate it all. So there's all your goods. For best results, begin feeding 2 weeks before your first hunt and continue throughout. So the reason they say that is oftentimes when you put feed out, it takes them a little bit. They're kind of like, what is that? But it smells really good. It's made in USA. No idea who these guys are. Let's try it. It does smell really good. It does smell like bourbon. It's got corn mixed in it too, and that has definitely worked in our neck of the woods. So I'm right on top of this. So we'll see. We're gonna do this quick.
Yep. She's real good at hiding him.
He's right on the corn, dude. There's only one dose left, so that makes it easy. Nope.
Good boy.
You rub his throat like you do Cabela.
Good job, buddy. Mom's staying put. Which is awesome. She's just making sure we don't move him. Good job, buddy.
Okay.
Bye. You can go take a nap.
June, I'm gonna make it my mission to get you a Highland bull next time, okay?
Thanks, Mama.
We're gonna do it, all right? I promise. We're gonna get you a Highland bull, okay? Big ol' stud. Big ol' stud. Yeah. It's all right. All right. All right, because I'm gonna sit in the woods tonight and we're gonna relax a little bit. I'm gonna make some chili. We're gonna go ahead and cut this video off, but it's only 11 a.m. But part of posting every single day is if I could just space out like how often I have to work, it'll be okay. So appreciate you guys. See ya.